is immense power in silence. In a world filled with noise, chaos, and endless chatter, silence becomes the bridge between your desires and the life you want to create. When you quiet your mind, you allow the universe to speak in ways you have never heard before. Many of us are so busy talking about what we want that we forget the greatest step in manifestation is receiving. And to receive, we need to be still, calm, and quiet. Silence is not emptiness, it is fullness. It is where guidance, clarity, and answers lie. Today, I want you to embrace the beauty of staying silent and watch how the signs of your manifestations begin to show up everywhere. Silence is not weakness. It is strength in its purest form. When you choose silence, you are not avoiding life. You are aligning with the most powerful force within you. In a world where people are constantly talking, explaining, and defending, choosing silence sets you apart. It pulls you back from the chaos and reconnects you with the source of your true power. Every word you speak carries energy. When you constantly talk about your fears, your problems, or your doubts, you unknowingly feed them with your attention. Energy flows where attention goes. This is why silence becomes so important in the process of creation. It is in silence that you conserve your energy and direct it toward what truly matters: your dreams, your well-being, and your peace of mind. Think of silence as a sacred space within you. When you stop speaking about what is wrong or what you lack, something magical begins to happen. Your mind starts to calm down, your thoughts begin to slow, and in that calmness, clarity is born. Suddenly, you are no longer reacting to life. You are creating it. You begin to notice the gentle whispers of your intuition. You start hearing the quiet guidance that was always there, but lost under the noise of constant talking and worrying. When you remain silent, you take back control of your vibration. You no longer let outside opinions dictate your energy. You stop seeking validation from others and instead turn inward to find assurance. Silence tells the universe, I trust, I believe. I know my desires are already mine. You don't need to announce your plans or defend your dreams to anyone. Your energy will speak louder than your words ever could. In silence, you become deeply aware of your thoughts. You notice patterns that were once hidden. And this awareness is powerful because it gives you the chance to choose differently. Instead of speaking words of fear or limitation, you can replace them with thoughts of abundance, peace, and joy. This is where real transformation begins. Inside your mind, in the quiet moments when no one else is watching. Silence also protects your energy. Not everyone around you understands your vision or your dreams. When you constantly share your goals with people, you open yourself to their doubts, fears, and negative projections. Many times, it's not because they want to harm you, it's simply because they can't see what you see. Silence keeps your dreams safe. It allows your desires to grow in the fertile soil of your belief without being trampled by outside opinions. Another beautiful gift of silence is that it builds self-trust. When you stop running to others for advice or approval, you begin to hear your own inner voice. And that voice is wise. It knows what is best for you. Every time you choose silence over unnecessary words, you strengthen your connection to that inner guidance. You start making decisions with confidence because they come from a place of alignment, not from fear or pressure. The more silent you become, the more magnetic you feel. You radiate a calm energy that others can sense. People may not know why, but they are drawn to your presence. Opportunities come to you because you are no longer chasing or forcing. Silence allows you to move from desperation to attraction. It shifts your energy from lack to abundance, from anxiety to trust. This is the secret that so many overlook. Manifestation is not about saying the most words or repeating affirmations out loud all day. It's about the energy behind the words. And when you are silent, you create the perfect environment for that energy to flow freely. You stop scattering your power and start focusing it. And focused energy is unstoppable. It brings to life everything you truly desire. So the next time you feel the urge to talk about your struggles, your delays, or your fears, pause. Take a deep breath. Choose silence instead, because silence is not emptiness. It is fullness. It is a declaration that you trust the process, that you believe in divine timing, and that you know everything you want is already on its way. Repeat this affirmation whenever you need strength. I choose silence. I trust my inner power. I allow everything I desire to come to me in perfect harmony. In the quiet moments, your power awakens. Stay silent, stay centered, and watch how life begins to rearrange itself in your favor. The universe is always speaking to us, guiding us, and showing us the way, but its language is not loud or demanding. It is subtle, gentle, and quiet. It whispers through signs, synchronicities, and feelings that many people overlook because they are too busy talking, worrying, or doubting. When you slow down and open your awareness, you realize that life has been giving you clues all along. These clues are not coincidences. They are confirmations that your desires are in motion, that your manifestations are aligning, and that everything is unfolding exactly as it should. When you ask for something, the universe begins to rearrange circumstances, people, and opportunities to make it happen. But here is the truth. The answer does not come in one grand gesture or a loud announcement. It comes in small, beautiful signs that feel like magic when you notice them. It might be a repeating number on the clock, a word in a conversation that speaks directly to your heart, or a song playing at the perfect moment that reminds you of your dream. These are not accidents. They are messages from the universe saying, keep going. You are on the right path. The reason so many people miss these signs is because their minds are too noisy. They are constantly questioning, doting, or talking about what isn't working. But when you become silent, when you choose to quiet your mind and trust, you start to notice everything. You begin to sense patterns in your life, little synchronicities that seem to align perfectly. Suddenly, you think about someone and they call you. You imagine a dream job and an opportunity appears unexpectedly. These are not random events. They are the whispers of the universe responding to your energy. The universe communicates through vibration, not words. Every thought you think, every feeling you feel, sends out a signal. When your energy matches the energy of what you desire, the universe reflects it back to you through signs. These signs are meant to keep your faith strong and remind you that you are not alone. But you must pay attention, and attention requires stillness. When you are silent, you can hear the whispers. When you are present, you can see the signs. Sometimes the signs are repeating numbers like 111, 222, or 444. These numbers are powerful confirmations. They remind you that you are aligned and supported. At other times, signs come through nature. A butterfly landing on your hand, a sudden rainbow after the rain, or a flower blooming where you least expected. These small miracles are the universe saying, I am here. I am listening. Everything is working out for you. Even challenges can be signs. A door closing is not a punishment. It is a message that something better is coming. Silence allows you to interpret these messages with clarity instead of reacting with fear. You begin to trust that every event, every delay, and every twist in the road has a purpose. This trust transforms your energy from resistance to allowance, and that shift is what brings your desires closer. The more you acknowledge these signs, the more they appear. Gratitude amplifies them. When you see a sign and say, thank you, you open the door for even more guidance to flow in. This is why staying silent is so powerful. In silence, You don't rush the process or demand instant results. You simply observe, receive, and appreciate. And in that energy of calm acceptance, your manifestations accelerate. Imagine walking through life knowing that everything you need is always being shown to you. Imagine living with the certainty that the universe is speaking to you at every moment. This is not a fantasy. It is the truth. But you must choose to listen. You must choose to slow down, to quiet the noise of fear and doubt, and to trust that the whispers are real. Right now, as you read this, the universe is sending you signs. Perhaps it's this very message reminding you that your dreams are closer than you think. Perhaps it's the feeling in your heart that tells you to keep believing. Do not ignore these whispers. They are the language of creation. Affirm to yourself now, I am open to the signs of the universe. I see them, I trust them, and I allow them to guide me. Stay silent, stay present, and stay receptive. Because the universe is always speaking, you only need to listen. Silence is not just the absence of sound, it is the presence of yourself. When you choose silence, you open the door to your inner world, a place where all your answers already exist. So many people spend their lives looking outward, chasing approval, comparing themselves to others, and searching for validation. But true manifestation and lasting happiness never come from outside. They are born within. Silence is the key that unlocks this truth. When you turn your focus inward, you stop living on autopilot. You begin to notice the thoughts you've been carrying, the beliefs you've been holding, and the emotions you've been ignoring. This awareness is powerful because you cannot change what you don't acknowledge. Most people are so busy speaking, explaining, and defending their lives that they never stop to ask themselves, what do I truly want? How do I truly feel? Silence gives you the space to ask those questions, and more importantly, to hear the answers. In the quiet, you can hear your intuition. It speaks softly, but it is always there, guiding you toward what is right for you. When life feels chaotic, when everything outside seems uncertain, silence brings you back home. It reminds you that the power to create your reality does not lie in the opinions of others or in external circumstances. It lies in your own thoughts, your own feelings, and your own energy. Manifestation happens when your inner world aligns with your desires. If your mind is full of doubt, fear, and limitation, those vibrations will reflect in your outer reality. But if your mind is filled with peace, faith, and possibility, the universe mirrors that back to you. Silence allows you to create this alignment. It gives you the opportunity to observe your thoughts without judgment and choose better ones. When you are silent, you become aware of the stories you tell yourself every day. The ones that say, I'm not good enough, it's too late, or things never work out for me. These stories have been running in the background for years, shaping your experiences without you realizing it. But in silence, you have the chance to rewrite them. You can replace those limiting beliefs with empowering truths like, I am worthy, I am capable, and everything is working out in my favor. This inner shift is where real transformation begins. Turning inward through silence also reconnects you with your feelings. Many people suppress their emotions because they are afraid to face them. They stay busy, distracted, or talk endlessly about surface level things just to avoid what's going on inside. But ignoring your emotions does not make them disappear. It only keeps them buried, influencing your life in ways you don't understand. Silence helps you sit with those feelings, acknowledge them, and release them. And when you release what no longer serves you, you make space for joy, peace, and love to flow in. Another gift of inward focus is clarity. When your mind is quiet, your vision becomes clear. You no longer waste energy comparing yourself to others or chasing things that don't truly matter to you. You begin to understand what you really want. Not what the world expects, not what other people think you should do, but what lights up your soul. And once you know what you truly want, you can focus all your energy on bringing it to life. Silence also deepens your connection to the present moment. Instead of living in the past or worrying about the future, you start to experience the beauty of now. And in this state of presence, you become magnetic. You feel calmer, lighter, and more aligned with the energy of abundance. Opportunities flow to you effortlessly because you are no longer resisting life. You are allowing it. The most powerful part of turning inward is realizing that everything you've been seeking outside, love, peace, happiness, security, has always been within you. Silence helps you rediscover that truth. When you live from this place of inner fullness, you stop chasing and start attracting. You stop forcing and start allowing. Your energy becomes your greatest tool for creation. Right now, take a deep breath through your eyes. Let the noise of the world fade away. Ask yourself, what do I truly want? How do I want to feel? Listen for the answer. It will come, not in a shout, but in a whisper. And when it does, trust it, because your inner world is the most accurate compass you will ever have. Affirm this now. I turn inward and find my strength. Everything I need is within me. I am aligned, I am peaceful, and I am open to the life I desire. The journey to your dream life does not begin outside. It begins in silence within your own heart. Your energy is your most valuable resource. It determines how you feel, how you show up, and what you attract into your life. Yet, so many people give it away carelessly, through unnecessary conversations, oversharing dreams, and trying to explain themselves to those who will never understand. Every word you speak carries energy. When you speak too much, especially about things that matter deeply to you, you dilute your power. This is why speaking less is not weakness, it is wisdom. Not everyone needs access to your inner world. Your dreams are sacred seeds, and like any seed, they need protection while they grow. If you expose them too early to the wrong environment, they wither under the weight of doubt, fear, or judgment from others. When you share your goals with people who cannot see your vision, they might not believe in it. Not because they want to harm you, but because they are limited by their own experiences. Their doubts become words, and those can plant seeds of uncertainty in your mind. Suddenly, you start questioning yourself. That is how powerful words are. Silence prevents this. When you choose to speak less, you create a protective shield around your energy. You no longer waste time defending your choices, explaining your path, or seeking validation. You stop scattering your focus by talking endlessly about what you plan to do, and instead put that energy into actually doing it. This is the difference between dreamers and achievers. Achievers move in silence. They let their results speak for them. Speaking less also gives you power in relationships. When you are constantly explaining yourself, trying to prove your worth, or arguing to be understood, you give your energy away. You teach people that your peace depends on their approval. But when you remain calm and silent, you communicate something far stronger. I know who I am, and I don't need to convince anyone. That kind of energy commands respect without saying a word. There is another reason why silence is so powerful. It keeps you aligned. Every time you speak about your fears, your problems, or your struggles, you give them life. You feed them energy. Talking about what you don't want only attracts more of it. But when you stay silent, you stop reinforcing the negative. Instead, you keep your vibration high, focused on what you desire. This is why people who protect their energy manifest faster. They are not wasting it on unnecessary words or conversations. Speaking less is also an act of self-love. It means you value your energy enough to choose where it goes. Not every argument deserves your response. Not every opinion needs your reaction. Not every invitation to gossip requires your presence. You have the right to remain silent, not because you are weak, but because you are strong enough to walk away from what drains you. This doesn't mean you never speak. It means you speak with intention. You choose words that uplift, empower, and align with your goals. You share your dreams only with those who truly support you, those who water your vision instead of pouring doubt on it. And when no words are needed, you embrace silence as your greatest ally. Protecting your energy by speaking less is not just about others. It's also about you. Every time you talk excessively about your plans, you release the energy of anticipation. You start feeling satisfied just by speaking about what you want instead of actually creating it. This is why some people talk for years about their big goals but never achieve them. They talk more than they act. Silence flips the script. It keeps the energy inside you, fueling your actions instead of dissipating through empty words. There is a quiet strength in those who do not announce their every move. They are focused, grounded, and deeply connected to themselves. The world notices their presence without them having to shout. That is the energy you want to carry. Repeat this to yourself. I protect my energy. I choose my words with intention. I speak less and manifest more. But the less you speak, the more you feel. The less you explain, the more you understand. The less you defend, the more you trust. And in that trust, your life transforms. Protect your energy like it is the most precious thing you own, because it is. Faith is the unseen force that turns dreams into reality. It is the quiet knowing that what you desire is already on its way, even when there is no visible evidence yet. But here's the truth: faith cannot grow in noise. It blossoms in stillness. Silence gives faith the space it needs to take root and expand. When you stop speaking about your doubts and fears, when you stop asking when and how out loud to everyone, you strengthen the energy of trust within yourself. Most people talk too much about what hasn't happened yet. They tell everyone about their struggles. They complain about delays. And they repeat stories of lack. Every time they do this, they are feeding doubt. They are reinforcing the idea that their manifestation is far away. Words carry vibration, and when those words are filled with impatience or frustration, they create resistance. Silence removes that resistance. When you choose to stay quiet, you stop giving power to what you don't want and start directing that power toward what you do. Silence is a declaration of trust. When you can be silent about your dreams, it means you believe in them so deeply that you don't feel the need to convince anyone. You don't need constant reassurance because you already know it's done. That level of certainty is magnetic. It tells the universe, I am ready. I am aligned. I trust your timing. Think about nature for a moment. A seed does not demand instant results. It rests silently in the soil, unseen, yet full of life. It doesn't scream for rain or shout for sunlight. It simply trusts that the conditions will come at the right time. Your manifestations are the same. They need the quiet soil of faith to grow. If you keep digging them up by speaking doubt or sharing with people who cannot understand, you delay their growth. Silence allows your dreams to root deeply in trust before they bloom. One of the biggest tests of faith is patience. Can you remain calm when things seem still? Can you hold your vision when the outside world gives you no signs yet? This is where silence becomes your greatest strength. Instead of seeking constant validation from others, you go inward. You affirm your worth. You visualize your desired reality. You feel the emotions of already having what you want. And you do all of this in quiet confidence, knowing that what is yours cannot be taken from you. Faith is not loud, it does not need to be announced. True faith is a calm presence that says, I know it's coming. I don't need to prove it to anyone. When you talk excessively about what you want, it often comes from insecurity, from a need to be believed. But when you are silent, you communicate something far more powerful, unshakable belief. That energy speeds up manifestation because the universe responds to certainty, not desperation. Silence also helps you hear divine guidance. When your mind is noisy and your mouth never stops, you cannot hear the gentle whispers of intuition. But in silence, answers come. Inspired ideas flow. You feel nudges to take the right steps at the right time. These moments are sacred, and they only happen when you create space for them. This is why silence is not empty. It is full of answers, signs, and miracles waiting to reach you. The next time you feel the urge to tell someone about your dream or complain about how long it's taking, pause. Ask yourself, am I speaking from faith or fear? If the answer is fear, choose silence instead. Use that moment to affirm quietly, everything I desire is already mine. I trust the timing. I trust the process. Each time you do this, you build a stronger foundation of faith. Faith is the bridge between where you are and where you want to be. Silence strengthens that bridge. It makes it unbreakable. With every quiet moment, you are aligning with the truth that your good is not only possible, it is inevitable. So stay silent. Trust deeply and watch as life unfolds in ways more beautiful than you ever imagined. Affirm this now. I trust the process of life. I release control and allow everything I desire to flow to me in perfect timing. Your silence is not empty. It is a powerful prayer. It is faith in its purest form, and it will lead you to everything you've been asking for. There is a unique energy that surrounds those who are silent and centered. It is not arrogance. It is confidence. It is not withdrawal. It is power. When you embrace silence, you step into a frequency that attracts instead of chases. This is the essence of magnetism. You draw to yourself the people, opportunities, and experiences that match your calm and certain energy. When you speak less, your energy becomes concentrated. You stop scattering it through endless conversations and explanations. Instead, that energy stays within you, amplifying your presence. People feel it. They may not understand why, but they sense something different about you. Something grounded, mysterious, and powerful. This is what makes silence so magnetic. It communicates strength without a single word. In a world where most people are loud, constantly seeking attention and validation, silence stands out. It intrigues others because it shows you are secure within yourself. You are not desperate for approval. You are not begging to be seen. You are simply being. That state of beingness without the need for noise is one of the most attractive qualities a person can have. It says, I know who I am. I know what I deserve. And I don't need to announce it, though. This magnetism is not only about attracting people. It is about attracting everything you desire. When you are silent, your vibration rises. You stop talking about lack, problems, and delays. Instead, you live in the energy of trust. And that energy sends out a clear signal to the universe. I am ready. I am aligned. I am open to receiving. The universe always responds to energy, not words. When your energy is calm, certain, and abundant, it draws to you everything that matches it. Silence also helps you avoid the traps of negativity. The more you speak, the more chances you have to complain, defend, or argue, and each of those actions lowers your vibration. When you choose silence, you choose peace. You refuse to waste your energy on gossip, drama, or unnecessary conflicts. And this choice keeps your frequency high. High vibration equals high attraction. You don't have to chase opportunities when your energy naturally pulls them toward you. Think about the people you admire. Often, they are not the ones who talk the most. They are the ones who carry an aura of calm confidence. Their silence speaks louder than words because it signals self-control, focus, and strength. This is the energy you create when you practice silence with intention. You stop explaining yourself, you stop oversharing your plans, and you stop reacting to every situation. Instead, you move through life with grace, letting your actions and results speak for you. Another reason silence makes you magnetic is that it allows you to listen more, to yourself and to others. When you listen deeply, you understand more. You respond wisely. You make better decisions, and this wisdom attracts people who value depth and clarity. You become a person others trust because you are not lost in noise. You are rooted in awareness. Magnetism is not about trying to impress. It's about being so aligned with yourself that everything else falls into place. Silence creates that alignment. It connects you to your intuition, sharpens your focus, and strengthens your faith. It helps you move from a state of chasing to a state of allowing. And in that state, life flows effortlessly. Opportunities appear without struggle. Relationships improve without force. Blessings come without warning because your energy is an open invitation to abundance. You don't need to talk about how confident, powerful, or successful you are when your silence radiates that truth. People can feel it. They are drawn to it because it is rare and real. That is the magic of being magnetic. It's not something you do, it's something you become. Repeat this to yourself: my silence is powerful. I am magnetic to all that I desire. I attract with ease because I am calm, aligned, and open to receiving. The most attractive energy in the world is peace. When you master silence, you master peace. And when you master peace, you become unstoppable. Stay silent, stay grounded, and watch how the world comes to you.